I believe we are live. Just gotta do a couple things real quick. Gonna send this link to the Discord. Gonna @here everyone. So sorry if you get pinged. I'm gonna take a few minutes to get ready. Just a fair warning. This is gonna be awesome. Let me just pull up the live comments. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm gonna pop out chat so I'm able to see the live stream chat. Hello, Spooky Nova. Hello, Duplicus, Gorilla Mask Guy, Jackson, and Dominic Plays. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Does Luigi count? Luigi is not in Mario's Madness, so it does not count, unfortunately. Alright. I believe we have enough people to finally get started with what we are planning. Can everyone hear me properly, by the way? Zerty TV? I was really hoping you wouldn't join the stream. God damn it. Okay, good to hear, good to hear. Thank you, Jackson and Dominic Plays. Awesome. Alright, so this music's getting a little bit on my nerves. It's a great song, I've been hearing it for the past 3 minutes, so. There we go. Cool, good to know. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm a little nervous, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, so as you can see, this is me fighting Evil Mario. Because I'm going to be finding out which Mario's Madness version 2 characters I can beat in a fight. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome, and we are going to have to look at Funkopedia for most of these, because I don't know any of these characters. Well, I know most of them, I just don't know them well enough to figure out whether or not I can beat them in a fight, okay? So we're going to try to figure this out today. It'll be awesome. Hi, Namer. I feel bad for SMG4 Mario. He was older than everyone in the mod, but got kicked because the devs hate him. That's unfortunate. You know what? Just for you? Okay, that was a spoiler, but just for you, we're going to figure out if I can beat SMG4 Mario in a fight. Now, let's look this up. Canonically, I'm pretty sure he's very powerful. Do Peppino voice saying, Mario, you can't beat me. Mario, you can't beat me. There, I did it. Can you beat yourself in a fight? AKA Pink Turd. That's a difficult question, Zerty. Because I'm just so powerful. Alright. So, just for some background information, I am of mediocre strength. I am, I think, average height. And overall, I'm just the typical human being, okay? I'm just a typical guy. So, What I'm trying to ask myself in this scenario is if I were to be put into this cartridge controlled by this guy right here, would I be able to survive? I'm not going to recite the entire Bible in Peppino voice. Same for Ink Bowser. He was the only Bowser EXE and got kicked too. Even in the Fanon World Bowser. Wow. I don't know any of these characters. I feel like this is going to be a clean sweep from Mario's. No, listen, Namer. You'd be surprised, because I could actually beat some of these guys, okay? Once you hear my explanations for some of these, okay, I think it'll make a lot more sense. Alright? But, as I was saying, I am just kind of an average person, strength-wise. And that's sort of like a measurement as to my ability in this scenario. So we're just going to see if I'm going to be able to have the strength to defeat all these guys right here. And there's a lot of them to go through, so we're going to have to really struggle through this. Alright, so first up, we got Mario EXE. Or Horror Mario, as I believe he is actually called. Now, as you can see here, this is kind of a bad sign right here. You see, this is what we call a knife. And if you get stabbed by a knife, it's gonna hurt. And it's clear that he's very experienced using this knife, because it has blood all over it, which means he's used it quite a lot and he's quite experienced. Now, can I avoid his knife attacks? Probably. This is me dodging the knife that he's using. And that's all fine and good, right? I can dodge the knife, that's okay. And if he does stab me, it's not like I'm gonna die. I mean, I might bleed out, but you know, it's not like the end of the world immediately. I can recover from a knife stab. What I can't recover from is special abilities that he might have. Like being in control of the cartridge, right? Because if he's control... Okay, hold on. I'm going to check the comments real quick. Can you beat Mario from the Bad Days song? Okay, so I have this prepared. Hold on. Where is he? There he is. So, he is tiny. This one's probably the easiest one, because he is Allar sized. And as we all know, Allamar's the weakest character in Smash Brothers because of his small stature. I'm sorry, I need to stop this music real quick, because I'm actually being driven insane by Host Hoedown. I don't know if any of you can hear it, but it's been playing for the past 10 minutes. Anyway, so this is Bad Day Mario, right? What can he do to me? What can he do to me that'll actually hurt me? Throw a small, tiny, pixelated mushroom, okay? And that might damage me a little bit, but it'll probably damage me a lot more than the shell, okay? The small, tiny shell. Neither of these items are going to do me any harm, and him bouncing on top of me is not going to do me any harm, because I'm just so much larger. So yes, I can, in fact, beat this small creature in a fight. And surprisingly enough, this might actually not be the only character in this mod I can beat in a fight. Mamie, you'd be surprised. Okay, so back to this guy, okay? I'm actually not too sure about his abilities, because he has a knife, of course, and that can hurt me a lot. That could probably even kill me. But if I'm good enough at dodging the knife swipes, then I'd be fine. But I'm 99% sure that he has some sort of special power that I'm not aware of, that can really damage me. For instance, he can create illusions, which we will talk about later. These illusions include, let's see. Okay, we got these guys. I'm not sure what their names are, but they look pretty cool. And they're also illusions made by this horrific Mario right here. And then we have this strange creature right here. I think its name is Omega. And this is another one of his illusions. Okay? Now, I think it'd be best to just knock these out first, real quick. I can probably beat them because they're basically just used as distractions in the mod. Even Omega, who looks very powerful, he's just used as a distraction in order to basically keep BF away from GF, the girlfriend, during, I believe, the last song of the mod. So I can probably beat these guys because they're not made for fighting, from what I can tell. They're just illusions made to distract people. So I personally think I can beat Omega. I personally think I could beat this guy, and even this guy. Well, definitely that guy, because he doesn't even have, like, legs to stand on. Like, I would tower over this one. But, yeah. So those illusions, those could probably pose a threat to me, okay? So that's one thing Horror Mario has at his disposal. He can kind of regrow damaged flesh, so I don't think he'd win, more so just survive. That I was actually going to talk about that, because in, I believe, the second song of the mod, he gets pushed into lava by someone we're going to talk about soon, and he just comes back. He fully regenerates. In fact, he comes back much stronger than before as this form right here. And I don't think I need to explain why I wouldn't win against this creature. He can absorb souls to become more powerful, and my soul will probably be absorbed very quickly. This form of him, I might be able to take him on for a little bit, but I feel like eventually he would whittle me down. And the same applies for, I believe his name is Dick Jones or something, right? John Dick. That's his name. Now, he looks weak, right? But you have to remember, this right here, this character, this is a dry bones, okay? So I can punch him and have him fall to the ground, you know, how they do in New Super Mario Brothers. And then he just gets back up again. So unless I have, like, an ice ability at my disposal, I'm going to have to deal with this guy until I either get exhausted and lose, or I don't know what other option there is. I just lose to this guy. Like, either we tie or we lose. There's really no in between, really. And it sucks because I should be able to beat this guy. It's just Koopa Troopa. But if you apply the rules of any Mario game, I lose to this guy. I could push him into the lava. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I just blanked out for a second. Anyway, yeah, I can't beat this guy. It'd probably be a tie. Okay. Now we're talking. This is the first character, I believe, I can beat outside of the illusions mentioned prior, because they're just made as distractions. Okay. This is just evil Princess Peach. It's just the same character. And I could probably beat Princess Peach in a fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like it's possible. I just got a DM from Mimi Mayo. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to use the pink poop attack on them and win. Also, thank you for letting me know that, Mammy Mail. I will talk to her. Okay, so I beat her. Yes, it's true. I believe I do beat Princess Peach. Now, Yoshi. This is just normal old Yoshi, but he's like evil and fucked up. But I could probably... I'd say it'd be a tie. Because, like... It's just Yoshi. Like, he doesn't have too many abilities at his disposal that would cause me to die, like, immediately. And he also clearly gets... he gets killed by, the knife, I think, in one of the songs. So I think I could probably beat him if I just have a knife. Like, it's that simple. He ground pounds and that's it? True? She has all of main game Peach's powers, which are none. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't do anything in the games. She just gets kidnapped, And she looks more evil, but like... No, I think this is a clear win for me. Yoshi, I'm not too sure because he can... he could eat me or something, or he could throw eggs at me, but honestly, I feel like that's more of a tie than anything. Because Yoshi's abilities aren't really the most impressive. We already talked about these guys. Okay, Omega, that was an illusion. These guys, they're all illusions. They're not really made to harm people. So I could probably take them on in a fight. Alright. I don't know how to go about this one. We have to think. Hey Stash, I gotta head off. I'll torment you another day. Teehee. Bye, Zerdy. Just powers displayed in the mod should be accounted. Oh, man. I think I might lose to Chris Pratt, actually. I'd have to train. Oh, man. Let me do a bit of research, okay? I gotta look up. How strong is Chris Pratt? I didn't want to have to look stuff up because then it gets boring for the viewers. He lost 60 pounds in 6 months. That is impressive, and I don't have that dedication to being healthy, so I would say that in like a boxing match sort of situation, I would lose to Chris Pratt. It's unfortunate, but unlike a lot of these, it's definitely possible because he's just a guy. He's just a guy. If I train hard enough, I'll be able to beat this guy, but for someone like this thing, that's not an option. Oh, we're skipping ahead a little bit. Anyway, Samari. Now this one I actually don't know a lot about, but I assume it's basically just Mario with Sonic's abilities. And if it's Mario with Sonic's abilities, shit, because Sonic's very powerful. DJ Halibut, I think we'd all lose to because he literally has the police on his side in the anti-piracy series. Well, we'll talk about him in a bit, but I actually do think I have a good chance of beating DJ Ballyhoo. Okay, but we're going to talk about that later. So, Mari, he is basically like Sonic from what I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't really done much research on Samari himself. He is fast, so he'd probably outpace me. But he has to be more than just fast, Because how can he beat something that doesn't exist? Samari can't walk 2 feet without slipping all over the place. That's true. That's a major disadvantage. Slipping. Okay, we gotta figure this one out, because this one might be the most confusing one to me. Fast, slipping. I'd say it'd be a tie, because, like, he has so many advantages, but also a lot of disadvantages that would cause him to either win or lose against me. So I'd say, tie for now is fair. Granddad. Okay, so this one's a bit hard to judge because he doesn't do anything in his source material. He's just on the home screen of 7 Granddad. But if we look at him in the actual game, he doesn't really have much of any abilities that are super useful outside of, like, whacking people with a club. And if you whack people with clubs, obviously that's going to hurt, but you can also just avoid the club. Yes, he is, and he only has the abilities of SMB3 Mario and possibly Classic Sonic. Is that a good base? That's a good base. Let's go back to Samari real quick. He has the abilities of SMB3 Mario, who can only really stomp on your head, and Classic Sonic, who is very fast, but not much else. Okay, this is getting a little complicated, because... Okay, we're going back to Granddad real quick. So, like Felix Mitchell says, considering he has Fred's body, and therefore Fred's abilities, that would mean he has cartoon logic by his side. And in that case... Oh no. Because cartoon logic essentially makes people immortal. So if we're going by that, I kind of doubt we're beating Granddad. But if we're going by the actual game's logic, where his only attack is just hitting people with a club, then... yeah, I think we probably win against that. I don't want to say tie again, because I want to win against some of these people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Mustache, not the cartoon logic. Hold on, I'm gonna see something real quick. You know what, I say I win against Granddad, Like, I can avoid his club. It'd be fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, I can win against this guy. I can, but it would make me sad to do so. Because, like, he's not going to want to fight me. He's not going to want to fight me at all. He's too depressed. He's too sad. I can win against him, I think. Like, he's not going to do anything. He's just going to sit there and be sad. But it'd make me feel bad, so I'd be emotionally losing. But yes, I can win against this guy. From what I can tell, this guy is just kind of just an illusion, I believe, made by King Boo. Kind of just made to torment Beta Luigi. And obviously he's in no state to be able to properly fight me, so I can definitely win against Beta Mario here, if that's what his name is. Okay, I forget the name of the song this guy's from, but I can probably beat him. I can beat him, right? Because he's just trapped at the bottom of the fountain, okay? All I have to do is scuba dive my way up to the surface of the fountain, and I'm basically just free to ignore this guy for the rest of my life, and I don't have to deal with him anymore. So yes, I think I clear this guy, who I don't really know much about, but yeah. Oh, a ghost, therefore unkillable. Okay, that makes sense. So I can't beat him, I guess, because he's already beaten. Okay. Alright, this is the big one. Can I beat this guy? Yes, I can. Because he doesn't really do much outside of just look at you angrily in the source material. And I believe he has a boss fight as well, but it's not like a difficult boss fight. He does very generic things, and he shoots fireballs and he jumps, I think. But when he's in this state, there's no way he's going to be able to do that sort of stuff because he's a charred corpse. And yeah, so I think I win against this version of Luigi right here. I'm pretty sure L is real, Luigi is kept alive by collecting coins, so all you have to do is not collect any Mario coins. Easy win. He might push me into the lava, but like, I probably have more strength than this guy, like in terms of like being able to push people. Wait, in that case, what about that Luigi, Yoshi, and Wario? Aren't they also illusions along with Omega? Yeah, we talked about these guys before, and I don't believe that they would be able to harm me, mainly because they're just meant to be distractions. And they're not made for, harming people. Do we take into consideration the other enemies in the creepypasta that work for IHY Luigi? No, because this is kind of just a solo fight between us. So, yeah. No, I'm not winning against him. No. Like, I can run away from him, and I could probably do that successfully because he's kind of slow, but I don't think I can actually beat the Wario apparition. He's just too powerful. Okay, this one's a little confusing. So, I did a bit of research, and this guy's name is Turmoil. And essentially what happened to him was he, I think, found Yoshi code, and he became a lot like a Yoshi, and he's able to use his tongue to swallow foes. But his issue is that he is super short, as you can see in this image, and I am super tall. So he wouldn't be able to fit me in his mouth. And that's basically his only major ability. Therefore, I believe, with enough strength, I can somehow manage to beat Turmoil. Correct me if I'm wrong. He'd eat you if you were an enemy, but other than that, I should be fine, right? Yeah, we are not surviving the Wario apparition. Now, Coronation Peach is interesting because in the source material, I don't think she's able to actually kill you or harm you. I think she just takes you back to the start of the level. But at the same time, you can't really beat her in any way, so it would be a tie, I believe. That was a quick one. We already went through him. These guys. Oh, they're easy. They're easy. This guy, he has none of the actual abilities of Mario, from what I can tell. And obviously his brother's just kind of a dork. They're just normal people. They're just normal people, and it's not like Pratt where they're like they're normal people, but they're like good at fighting or like buff or anything like that. They're just kind of losers. Like, I'm sorry, but like neither of them are fighters or like, yeah. I think this one would be easy. Both of them. Though I wouldn't want to take him out. He's cool. This guy though, I hate him. I hate him. Okay, this one's an interesting one because we gotta get political for this one. This is Secret Histories Mario. Now, he has a lot of power politically, but like actual physical strength, I'm not too sure about. But he has several ways he'd be able to kill me, but on like a one-on-one battle, I feel like since he hasn't shown any of the actual abilities Mario has in the Secret Histories video, I feel like he's kind of just a normal person and not like a Chris Pratt normal person where he looks super strong or like he can do actually like impressive things. He's just powerful in a political sense. So I feel like with enough training I could definitely take him out. But it would be difficult considering how strong he is, at least like politically, like all the power he has. We actually see him being able to jump pretty high in a flashback. Oh man. Well, I know he'd probably murk me like he did with those characters, but if I could just have like a one-on-one battle with him without any of this, or like without him blowing me up with something that he has, like I think it was a bullet bill in the video. Yeah, as long as he doesn't blow me up with something like that, I think I should be fine. And I feel like we'd either tie or I would win, possibly, in a fight against this guy. Because he's not really a fighter, necessarily. He's more of a dictator. Racist Mario. Okay. He did some pretty heinous shit in that original video. But I feel like he's so like full of himself that he'd eventually end up like dying from his own sort of like stupidity, I guess. Like I feel like as long as I just try to avoid him on the road, I feel like he just screw up or something very easily and then end up just I don't know how to feel about this one. This one's a little confusing because it's very context sensitive, you know? Like if he gets an item or something, he could do a lot of harm with that item. He does a lot of harm with items in the original video. He'd smash an item box in your head, then use the gun he got from it to shoot you, then fireball you, and then blow you up, then grow big and crush you. Are we not surviving against racist Mario? Ah, okay. Okay. I guess we're not surviving against racist Mario. People are saying we're not going to, so I don't think we are. Very unfortunate. I don't know who this guy is. Apparently he comes from like some sort of like series of videos where boos take control of Mario and he becomes evil. And I don't think I'm going to be winning against this guy because he seems to be a very experienced fighter. Again, I don't know much about this character and I'm not really too curious about where he comes from. I'll probably check it out sometime in the future, but yeah. Oh, Alan Roman knows who that guy is. I got a feeling I would lose this Mario. I don't know. Like, he managed to kill Luigi and Peach and all those characters in his song, so I'm just going to assume that we cannot beat him. Okay. This is another one I really don't know much about. We're going to have to do a little bit of research, a little bit of digging, and that's okay. We're going to go to Funkopedia real quick. Gonna go here. Here we are. Okay. So, pretty much, I believe it was Hellish Heights, yeah. Here we go. Here's GB. He has a true form and a disguise form. He likes to play with his victims. He dare play his game. I feel like if I was in said game, I would not be able to survive it. That would be slightly impossible. He can even manifest in his player's head and come into the real world. However, mostly chooses not to, as he believes limiting himself makes things more fun. So, he sounds pretty overpowered, and I feel like I would not win against GB at all. So, I'm going to put an X on there. Alright, next one is very, very interesting. Okay. DJ Halliboo. Okay. So, in the original series he comes from, made by Joey Perleone, I think. Oh, it says it here. Joey Perleone. In the original series, he doesn't really do much, except for sing, and I think he's able to like summon thwomps, and his most major thing, I believe, is being able to send you to jail like automatically. He has police on his side, which is kind of scary to think about, but that doesn't necessarily mean he could win in a fight against me. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, he can send me to jail, but can he end up, beating me in a fight? It's a little different. Oh, he can trap me in the DS. That's true. Oh, God. I remember that from the... Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. In the live-action one, I remember watching this earlier in preparation for the stream, and I was thinking, okay, thank you, Quaker Oats. Awesome. Great. Okay. Where does he do it? This is it. It's truly messed up. It's truly messed up. Truly messed up stuff. But, that's true, actually. Because, like, what if I don't pirate Mario Party DS? What is he going to do to me then? Like, if I get into a fight with him, but I don't pirate Mario Party DS, what's he going to do? Like, is he like a machine where, like, if you don't pirate Mario Party DS, he just doesn't fight you? How does he work? How does he function? I don't understand you. And also, the protagonist of this series, right? It's Joey Perleone. And obviously the ending implies that he was killed by Halu, but clearly he kept on uploading after, you know, the series. So this also implies that the anti-piracy, like the finale of that series, like that didn't end up killing. Okay, I'm not making any sense here. Oh, my brain's hurting. Oh, this is confusing. I don't understand DJ Halu. Oh man, this is... Oh. So, I can't tell whether or not getting trapped in the DS will end up getting you killed or not, because the series seems to almost sort of continue after the fact, and it's a little ridiculous. I really don't know how to feel, but I feel like due to his almost machine-like nature, where if you don't pirate Mario Party DS, he doesn't want to really do anything against you. I'd say it'd be like more of a tie than anything, because he clearly has some abilities that he can use against you. Okay, yeah, let's go to the next character. Okay. I gotta read up on this one a bit too. We're going back to Funkopedia. He's a malicious entity that resides within a virtual boy, causing those who play games to go insane and... Wow. Oh, that's dark. Wow. I mean, I'd want to kill myself too if I was playing the virtual boy. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. So, wow. I feel like I wouldn't be able to withstand his sort of like mind control abilities. I feel like I'd lose. I'd lose against him. Now, this guy, I'm a little conflicted about, because he's sort of just like a feral animal. He's like the best comparison I can make, I guess. Just don't be Mario. That's true. Well, I know you're already telling me this stuff in chat, but I'd also like to figure this stuff out myself because it is fun and I like to do it. So that's kind of what I'm doing. He cannot be killed for good. He can be erased for a while, but he will eventually return if that happens. I could probably outrun him and survive him, but can I beat him? Well, I can't really beat a bear, and that's what he's like. He's like a big feral bear in the woods. And I can't really beat a giant bear, okay? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, obviously he doesn't really have too many, like, special abilities. But... yeah. I think we're good here. I think I'd lose. I'd lose. There's probably more to him that I don't know, but yeah. MX, I lose. Next character. This guy. I believe his name is Stanley. He has two forms. He has this form and this form. I might need to do a little research on this one too. Just give me 1 second. I can beat the promotion guy. I can beat the promotion guy. He's just a normal guy, you know? Stanley. This one's a little confusing. Ooh. Oh, this is depressing. Yeah, I feel like this character's too depressed to want to fight me. And he'd probably just want me to finish him off. So I think we're good here. Like, he looks scary, but I feel like we'd be able to... Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd be able to kill him. Alright. Another creepy looking Luigi thing. Isn't this one already dead? Yeah, I feel like I'm confused about this one. Hold on. Okay, this one's just kind of weird because in the original classified series, he only really shows up for like a little, like a second, from what I'm able to remember. So this one's kind of just up for debate. This one's a little confusing. I really don't know if I'd be able to beat this one. But this does come from the classified series, and I believe this guy does too. But yeah, I don't know about this guy, but you know, just to say I can beat him, I'm gonna say I could beat him. I'm gonna say that. Oh, this guy. I don't know about this guy either, actually. Costume. His name is Costume. Now, he has, in fact, a knife. I believe it is shown in the song. And as we established with Horror Mario, knives hurt. But he doesn't seem like as aggressive or as skilled. Oh, he's dead? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I was not reading the comments when you guys were telling me about this. Okay. I think I win against these guys, like by default, because they're either dead or they're hallucinations. Cool. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. This one's... Here's what I think. They claim you cannot beat us, right? But here's the question. Do they do anything to prove this claim? Do they do anything to back this up? No, they don't. It's all just talk, okay? It's all just talk. Maybe not in the song. The song's very difficult. But you're just singing against them. They don't do anything to you besides sing against you, and sometimes you lose. Like, there's no, like, graphic, game over screen or anything. So I feel like them saying you cannot beat us, that's just talk. Because I feel like I can beat this guy. Because this is just a guy. From my knowledge, this is just a guy. It's a very tough song, for sure. But I feel like in an actual boxing match, I could beat this guy. Now, for these next two, I feel like... Okay. For these next two, I feel like I need to think a little harder, because we have to think more about their, like, canonical strength as characters. Duck Hunt Dog, I could beat Duck Hunt Dog. Like, he's a character in Smash Brothers, I guess, but this version doesn't really do or say anything that's, like, substantial. Neither is this version of Bowser. Like, it looks like a cardboard cutout. I could probably take him on. I think I could probably take him on. Unless he's able to, like, breathe fire. There's a lot of different ways you could go about this one, actually. Because, like, if you think about it, this is, like, the 8-bit version of Bowser that you fight in Mario Brothers. And he can, like, shoot fire. He could throw hammers. That's pretty powerful, right? But he's also very easy to defeat. Although, wait. No, because in a typical fight, you wouldn't have, like, the golden axe to, chop off the bridge. So, unless I have, like, fire abilities or something, he's pretty much invincible for the most part. If we go by the logic of him being from the original Super Mario Brothers. Duck Hunt Dog, we're good. But this guy, this is more confusing. You can't beat him in the original game, but, like, with the logic I'm using, like, you'd probably be able to, you'd be able to beat him up. I don't want to beat him up, he's a dog, but, His name is actually Mr. Sis, if you want to know. I know that, but, that's not, like, his actual name, right? Like, it's just the name that the creators of the mod gave him just to, give him a bit of personality. That's good to know, though. I forgot about that. But yeah, I feel like these guys just can't back up the claim. You cannot beat us. Except maybe for Bowser, if we go by the logic of him being from the original Super Mario Bros. Game. So, yeah, I think that was about everyone in the mod. You can shoot the dog in the arcade version of Duck Hunt. In the commercial, he is bigger than Mr. Sis, so you must take his size into account. That's true. But also, he just looks so awkward. I feel like I can punch him once and he'd, like, fall over and not be able to do anything. He looks like a cardboard cutout, as I've previously mentioned. So I don't know how to feel. Like, I think he could do harm to me, but I feel like I could probably just cheese it and beat him. What's the layer 36? Layer 36 is this image describing me and my capabilities against these characters. Yeah, Bowser would barely be able to move his limbs. Yeah. Okay, so I think that was about everyone. Quick recap. I cannot beat Mario because he has a knife and he's able to regenerate his, skin and stuff. So I wouldn't be able to beat him. Definitely not Ultra M. He absorbs souls, and that's very dangerous for someone who has a soul like me. This would either be a tie or I would lose because this is a dry bones and they constantly regenerate. Horror Peach I can beat because she has all the abilities of normal Peach in the mainline games, which basically means nothing because she doesn't do anything in the games. Yoshi, it's a tie because Yoshi doesn't really have anything super crazy going on, and this is just kind of a horror version of that character. Omega was not made for fighting. It's just a distraction, just a hallucination. As a result, I win by default. Same with these guys. Chris Pratt, I lose. He's a lot stronger than me. Samari, it's a tie because Samari has a lot of strange things going on that give him a lot of advantages, but also a lot of disadvantages, so I think it'd be a tie. Granddad, I'd say I'd win against him because you can't really do much with the club. I feel like I could probably avoid the club and take him down. Yes, I can beat Beta Luigi pretty easily, but it also makes me sad because he is sad, and that would make me sad too. This guy's already dead, so I guess I win by default. So I don't really know what symbol this is. I don't know if this is a check or an X. This guy, I win because he's basically already dying. This guy, I win because he's basically already dead. And he doesn't really do much outside of look at you angrily. I lose against Wario Apparition for obvious reasons. He's a giant floating head that can eat me. Turmoil, I feel like I can win against because I am larger than Turmoil, and I'm not an enemy, so he wouldn't really want to eat me. This would be a tie because neither one of us could really kill each other. I win because this is Allar size. I win against these guys because they're losers. Actually, Luigi's kind of cool, but, you know. And now my stylus is not working great. This one I actually feel kind of mixed on now because of all the stuff he has at his disposal. So I'd say maybe a tie. Oh, come on. There we go. Races Mario. He does too much crazy bullshit to properly comprehend, so I feel like I lose against him in a fight. This guy, I don't know much about him, but everyone said I would lose against him, so I'm going to take their word for it. Hello, I am a weevil-pilled, root-maxing, long-snouted angel sent from the fountain. I was sent to bring grace to the Mulch Gang in hopes that everyone's pups grow big and strong. I will bring great joy. Thank you, Ethan Gem. Luigi could probably beat GB. I feel like he's that powerful. GB, I think I lose against him because he super powerful and he could probably kill me in an instant, but would probably just want to keep me around to make things more fun, which is a little generic for an EXE, but that's just my personal opinion. This would be a tie because he wouldn't want to have anything to do with me because I did not pirate Mario Party DS. So he wouldn't have any problems with me. But if I did, he'd probably kill me in an instant or get me in jail or something like that. I lose against this guy because he'd probably make me kill myself. I lose against this guy because this is a feral animal, like a bear, and I would probably lose against a bear. MX, I lose against him because he's MX. Pretty self-explanatory. Stanley and Promotion Mario, I win against because they basically... they don't want to be alive, so they probably let me beat them up. At least to my knowledge. This guy I win against because hallucination. This guy I win against because he's dead. This guy I win against because I can beat him. He's a normal guy. He's a normal guy. He's just a dude. He's just a guy. Mr. Sis. Stupid Mr. Sis. I hate Mr. Sis. No, I'm joking. Duck Hunt Dog I win against because that's a dog. And this one's heavily debatable, but I think I win against Bowser because he could barely move his arms. He looks like he'd fall over if I were to just touch him. And yeah. And that was pretty much everyone in the cast. Ooh. So yeah, I guess that was that's pretty much it. Bowser is so silly. That's true. Cheating also counts to piss Halibu off. Oh, did I pirate other games? I've actually... now I think about it, I don't think I've really pirated a game before. What about scrapped characters? Oh, Wiko is going to be in the mod. Let's look at some scrap characters. Let's go back to Funkopedia, see what they have in store for us. Ink Bowser. What is this? Ink Bowser was a planned creepypasta character that would be featured in B1. It was scrapped. I don't know much about this guy, but he looks pretty threatening. And okay, cool. That's a weird ad. SMG4 Mario. he's done some crazy things, right? I think I'd lose against both of these characters. Wiga, I'm not 100% sure about. He's just an image, right? But just to be funny, I think I'd lose against him. Look at these characters. I lose against boyfriend. I lose against girlfriend. I lose against Pika friend. I lose against Eevee friend. We didn't talk about this guy, but it's Mario. I think I lose against Mario, right? Okay, that's just Luigi. I probably lose against Pico. And this guy's already dead, so I win by default. That's every character in the mod. I hope everyone's happy. Okay, that's a weird ad. I'm gonna get out of here. This is how Chris Pratt lost 60 pounds in 6 months. Alright. I believe I will just read the chat for a little bit. All Wiga does is scream loud, so you probably win but lose your hearing. Yeah, I don't know what Wiga would do. Like, look, and I just finalized the win-loss tie count. Oh man, my fault. Wins 19, losses 19, ties 5. That's pretty good. Can I beat Mamie in a fight? What are Mamie's abilities? Yeah, GG though. That was pretty good. Like I managed to beat half the cast, which is it's pretty alright, you know? But yeah, thank you so much everyone for tuning in tonight. I might make this like a normal video sometime in the future. I'll edit it up and yeah. I feel like wow. You think I'd lose to Mamie? Damn. But sorry, I'm just reading all these. Ink Bowser is dependable. If I remember, he could turn others or such into ink, but only through a machine if I remember. That's just bendy. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I'll make this into an actual video. I'll edit it so it's a lot more organized. And yeah, that's about it, I believe. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was a fun little stream, fun little experiment. And yeah. Good night, everybody. Why did I say it like that? That was weird. Good night.